This is hole 1. It's 896 feet, par 4. You want to go through that gap, and preferably a little bit to the left to open up the angle for your approach. Takes a lot of distance. I'm going to go with the Boca. Pretty ideal. This is where my shot got to. We're about maybe 80 feet past the short tee. Pretty good position. That path on the right is not OB. The basket is basically about 60 feet past that big pine in the middle of the screen. So that's not very good. Pulled my shot to the left pretty far, so we landed here, maybe about 100 feet from the pin. Pretty downhill to the pin. Couldn't quite get the distance. Welcome to hole 2. It's about 350 feet, par 3. Going over the pond to the basket down there in those 2 trees on the left side of the screen. This is probably one of the signature holes on the course. Most people are going to take a hyzer over these left trees. I'm going to be over the right trees. I'm going to be taking a hyzer down the left side. That might be a little bit hard to see on camera. Shanked it. Pretty bad shot, but you want to stay in bounds on this hole, so we got a little lucky. The pond's OB, path long is OB. Just going to try to pitch up, take a par, which isn't terrible, but you definitely like a birdie look. That's fun. Pretty terrible upshot. Got about 12, 15 footer here. Name of the game on this hole, don't go OB. Hole 3 is a 584 foot par 4. You go through this tunnel, way down the hill. There's OB on the right. Not really reachable OB on the left. Really, you just want to put something in play, throw it down there as far as you can. This is the first easy hole that you get. Yes. Look at that beauty. I can zoom in. Pretty great tee shot here. Probably only got about 100 left to the pin. That's not in the basket, but it's close. Worked it. Hole 4 is 440 foot par 3. I go between those trees right there for the righty hyzer, and then as a lefty I go over there. You can also do a fairway driver turnover down that side, but it's way down there, kind of at the base of that big tree right there. I'm going to throw my Big Z Onyx, pretty stable, good distance for this shot. Should be pretty good. Hyzered in under the tree. Got about maybe 25 feet here. Barely. Yeah, hole 5, par 3, 344 feet, way downhill that way. It does not play like 344, but the main danger on this one is the out of bounds. There's out of bounds on the left, the right, and about 25 feet long of the pin. You've got a few gaps here. You got that gap between the 2 trees on the right. There's a left gap there that you could take something overstable, maybe flex it a little bit, try to jump back in bounds, and then there's a big hyzer around this left or right side. I hit in bounds here and popped up and rolled out for sure. Pretty terrible mistake, but try to get up and down for a bogey. Messed up this hole pretty bad, but if you can take a single bogey here, that's not terrible. Hole 6 is 537 foot par 4. You're going to go up through that middle gap there, that big pine on the right, there's a mando to the left. So you got to stay to the left there, try to go up, and then get back to the right with your shot, whether it's a turnover or a forehand, lefty backhand. The main danger is the OB on the left and missing the mando. Yank that, but it should be pretty good as long as it doesn't roll out of bounds. Pulled that a little bit, but I played the right miss. Overstable disc on hyzer. That path is the OB line. You do not want to go out there. Anyways, I got a pretty simple shot here, maybe about 130 feet up to the green. There's the OB snakes down to the left of the green and then kind of just keeps going that way. It's a little bit of a mound green. Due to the angle of the slope and my tripod, I cannot record this shot. Footer. Good bounce back birdie. Hole 7 is a 585 foot par 4. You can go through this gap with a righty forehand or lefty backhand. Just try to push it out, move to the right a little bit. That was a little bit of an early release, but missed the trees. That'll be fine. Once again, didn't hit the exact line I was going for, but the basket's up in that little, between that little grouping of trees. Tee shot landed right there, pretty good. I throw pyro. Pulled the upshot pretty bad. Definitely not what you want to do. Got to be careful on those downhill run-ups on this fairway. Basket's right there. See if we can get a good putt here. Thought I made it. This is definitely one you want to get. Par isn't terrible, but you can get into a little bit of trouble if you're not careful. That's where the A2 landed. Pretty easy putt from there. This is hole 8, 350 feet. Straight ahead, just to the left of that tree there. Looks pretty simple. It's not super simple, but I'm gonna go R2 hex. Try to go straight at it if I can. That's a really good line. It's just too low. Just gonna catch the hill there. Too short. Here we've got hole 9, 209 feet. Straight shot down the tunnel. Basically whatever you can throw straight for 200 feet. Gonna try this proxy. Pretty daunting gap. That's how you do it. Messed up that shot pretty bad. We made it about 60 feet down the fairway. Not where you want to be, but we got something. Not ideal. That does it for the front 9. A little bit of a struggle bus. I think I'm 1 under, so not amazing, but the good news on this course is you can definitely lock in and shred it on the back. It's very scoreable. Hole 10, you got 562 foot. It's in the short, just straight down this beautiful fairway here. You got woods on the right. There's an OB fence pretty deep in there. There's OB on the left. This tree line is kind of just inside of a path that's OB, so just gonna see if I can play a little hyzer flip down the middle. Going with my Blitz Emperor. That's pretty good. That should be a jump putt approach or something like that. Got about 80 feet left of the green. Downhill, maybe 70 feet. It's not that far. Probably just gonna lay it up because it drops off behind the green, behind the basket. Yeah, pretty good layup. Hole 11, 605. There's a big pond on the right side, and the whole fairway kind of slopes towards the pond, so it's really ideal for a righty hyzer. Swing it in there. If you get it like 400 feet, then it's a pretty easy hole. Not the greatest tee shot. I went in the bowl. It's about 386 to the. This is where the short pin is, but the basket's just right over there. So this one's kind of hard to film, so I'm just gonna put it on the basket there. Hopefully you can see my disc come in if I throw a good shot. The shot ended up being pretty great from out of position, especially. Got about 12 feet left. This hole 12, 615 feet, but it's pretty uphill, as you can see. You just want to go up this way, don't want to go right, because there's a path that's OB, there's also bushes, and you don't want to go too left, so just try to land it in the fairway up there. So I threw a pretty bad shot that faded into these bushes right here, but hit up there and fell down about 8 feet off the brush line. Should just be a pyro hyzer at the green. See if we can get her close. The basket is kind of blind. Should be pretty good. We'll see. It's hole 13, 453, par 3. Goes that way down the hill. We've got this big right gap. Most righties are going to be throwing a hyzer through there. Flat hyzer, really. Try to get the birdie. And then there's this low left gap. That's my route for a birdie. And then if I want to play a safe shot, I can just go up and around the outside. It's not ideal. Hit the first tree. Try to get up and down for a par. It's not a very difficult shot, but it is a little tricky going down the hill. I'll show where my safe shot ended up and why I'll probably be doing that in a tournament. That's pretty good. Hit the tree down by the basket. It's probably about 20. This is my safe shot. It's probably about 70 feet from the pin. Not bad if you're just trying to get a par. After hitting the tree, left me with about 25 feet. This is hole 14, 704 feet. Just go straight for a while and then the basket's up and to the right. It's way uphill, so it probably plays closer to 800 feet. I would think at least. See what we can do. Flip the amp. That's a little left, but birdie might be possible from there. That's the shot. For second shot. $15 straight ahead. Left to right. Hung it out a little wide. At about 27 feet to the basket. Not high enough. Hole 16, straight ahead. Go straight at it with the Onyx. .346 feet. Straight ahead, you've got a straight gap, you've got a righty flex forehand gap, and then this right side pushing hyzer that I'm going to throw A5. Well, got cut up about halfway down the fairway. If you can get some distance off the tee, then should be a pretty manageable par. Juiced it. Guys, this is hole 18. It's 921 feet. it's uphill for like maybe 60% of the fairway, and then it kind of goes back down, and this pin position's a little bit off to the left. Par 5, it's not a super hard hole. There's OB down the right side, and then there's rough on the left side, but we're feeling pretty good. Should be able to put one in the middle, throw another big shot, and then have a pretty easy approach. Sitting at 4 down, which for my level, it's not too bad. Love to be a little bit better than that, but I can definitely do worse. I think that's safe. That headwind can really take them.